A very good afternoon to each one of you who's making this day very, very special for every member of the Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled. Yet another dream has come true this wonderful day, and we celebrate this occasion in your presence. We will begin with the formal program for the day in about 2 minutes to come. Meanwhile, if I could please request everybody to be kindly seated. Thank you so much. Art, as much as they can say, is a hobby, a passion, a profession for many, can also be very healing. And that is the very base of the Samarthanam Arts Center. A wing of the Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled is set open for the world today here at Bengaluru, aiming to not just be a platform for the specially abled to showcase their talent, but also for the specially abled and the underprivileged to voice out their skills and also express themselves through art. Therapy, they say, can be always sought out, and what better form of therapy than art, than dance, than music? All of it culminates into one with the inaugural of the Samarthanam Arts Center here this wonderful afternoon. To everybody who's here, our esteemed guests, patrons, our donors, members of the trust, people who are family, and everybody alike, thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful day with us. Yet another milestone for the Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled, which began its journey in 1997. They say one step at a time, a few hurdles, but nonetheless, the spirit that was never let go of and today has brought us here as we have witnessed the inaugural of a new building that will mark a landscape in not just the city of Bengaluru, but also into the world of art and music and therapy for the specially abled and also the underprivileged. We're very, very pleased to have our esteemed guests and invitees here this wonderful afternoon, and we would like to acknowledge their presence here amongst us. Before which, like they say, a prayer is a start to a new day. A prayer is symbolic of hope and positivity and new beginnings. We would like to welcome each one of you and also start this wonderful afternoon by presenting to you a prayer and also a dance that will be performed by the cultural wing of Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled, which is called Sunada. If you can have a round of applause for our artists, please. It's going to be the first performance here in this building, and what better than in the form of prayer.
वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये अजं निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेघं निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णम् अजं निर्विकल्पं निराकारमेघं निरानन्दमानन्दमद्वैतपूर्णं परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरेहं परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरेहं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम जगत्कारणं कारणज्ञानरूपं सुरादिं सुखादिं गुणेशं गणेशं जगत्कारणं कारणज्ञानरूपं सुरादिं सुखादिं गुणेशं गणेशं जगद्व्यापिनं विश्ववन्द्यं सुरेशं जगद्व्यापिनं विश्ववन्द्यं सुरेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम
ग्रन्थगीताय ग्रन्थगेयाय ग्रन्थान्तरात्मने गीतलीनाय गीताश्रयाय गीतवाद्यपटवे गेयचरिताय गायकवराय गन्धर्वप्रियकृते गायकाधीन विग्रहाय गङ्गाजलप्रणयवते तनयाय गौरिप्रवणाय गौरभावाय धीमहि गोसहस्राय गोवर्धनाय गोपगोपाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
Thank you to the members of Sunada for taking us through an art performance. They say often people who see turn a blind eye, often people who can speak do not convey, and very often people who hear act like they haven't. But some of our dear friends here who cannot perhaps see, who cannot perhaps speak or listen, have conveyed to us what art and music can mean and how it can actually be a message to the world in itself. And on that note, we would like to take you through a very small video about the heart and soul of what makes Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled what it is today. A journey that began in the year of 1997 with baby steps has today tried its best to deliver what it stands for to the world, especially the world of the specially abled and the underprivileged. Can we have the documentary on the big screen, please?
To ensure that all people have equal opportunities for education, work, art, sports, health and success is the motto of Samarthanam. Samarthanam means support or empowerment, and we believe in extending all the support needed to people with disabilities and the underprivileged for their empowerment and independent living. Breaking stereotypes, our 25 years of persistence and hard work towards transforming the lives of 100,000 people with disabilities is evident in the inspirational lives being led by our beneficiaries today. Samarthanam since 1997 has incrementally been supporting people in need through its programs, which are carefully designed to suit the requirements of our diverse and skilled beneficiaries. Envisioning an inclusive world and a world of equal opportunities was the founding stone of Samarthanam. It is not sight but the vision that drives success, and our founder is a living example of it. National award-winning Dr. Mahantesh GK is a visually challenged individual who built Samarthanam, an abode for people with disabilities and the underserved. He saw what was invisible to the others, the ability.
I became visually impaired when I was 6 months old baby. Because of my joint family, who were very progressive, ensured all my needs were met. Therefore, I never felt I was different from others. We are not born with societal empowerment, but I was fortunate as it was bestowed on me by my mother. When I was joining Sri Ramana Maharshi Academy for the Blind as a student, she told me, if others knowingly, unknowingly takes your belongings, don't worry, they need it more than you.
Present across 13 cities, Samarthanam has consultative status with United Nations under ECOSOC since 2015 and is also a CRISIL-rated organization for its financial transparency with over 600 plus employees, of which 34% of them are people with disabilities. Gaining support from US and UK is a testimony to the relentless service rendered by the team and volunteers.
25 years of committed service has led to the establishment of many centers across with diverse initiatives. All programs of Samarthanam are designed in a sustainable, replicable, and scalable model, aligning with Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations.
Samarthanam has endeavored into exclusive verticals for the betterment of society at large. Freedom is meaningless if you cannot feed children. Samarthanam's Vidya Prasad serves over 7,300 plus nutritious meals every day in 52 schools. Cooked with love under hygienic conditions, food is prepared and supplied from a centralized kitchen. We have been able to help in decreased absenteeism in schools with healthier children. Samarthanam runs residential schools from Standard 1 to 10 with a cost-free education model. The classrooms of Samarthanam reflect its vision of inclusive society, equality, and justice for all. Education in Samarthanam is not mere learning of facts, but training the mind to think. We focus on smart classes with innovative methods like Tinker Labs, games and animation, mobile app development, robotics, microbit, 3D printing, and artificial intelligence learning module. With the help of digitalization, Samarthanam is able to introduce sophistication at the grassroots level of education for students hailing from all backgrounds, spread across 200 plus government schools, benefiting approximately 3 lakh plus kids pan-India in 10 states. All this aligns with the National Education Policy (NEP) program approved by the Union Cabinet of India. After basic education, Samarthanam's LRC Livelihood Resource Centre imparts vocational training to students to choose a profession for financial independence. With 12 skilling centres in India, Samarthanam has trained 23,666 plus beneficiaries, with 68% of them placed in new age jobs across India. We ensure we provide technical and sector-based training. We have conducted over 50 job fairs for youth with disabilities aimed at rehabilitating PWDs who have lost their jobs during the pandemic and others looking for jobs.
Technology has been the biggest enabler, especially for disabled people, as it doesn't discriminate. Technology has been an integral part of Samarthanam throughout.
For people without disabilities, technology makes things easier, and for people with disabilities, technology makes things possible. Technology is used effectively in Samarthanam, and free aids and assistive devices are consistently distributed to persons with disabilities to empower them to live an independent life.
Prior to 2010, in India, Cricket for the Blind was managed by Association Cricket for the Blind in India. In 2010, they decided to move on and handed over the responsibility to me and Nagesh. And we decided to create Cricket Association for the Blind in India, an independent organization supported by Samarthanam Trust to promote, foster, govern, and manage the game of Cricket for the Blind in India from then onwards.
CABI has trained 30,000 blind enthusiasts and is known for its exclusive affiliation with the World Blind Cricket Limited (WBC) and 30 state and union territories boards. The Indian team under the aegis of Samarthanam and CABI has won 4 World Cups since 2010 and is the only team that is the champion of all formats of the game. It's not just about the game, but an opportunity to build confidence in youth with disabilities and used as a transformational tool to mainstream them into Samarthanam's diverse initiatives.
Salute to the spirit of the blind cricketers. They remind us that disability is only in the mind.
Invigorating unity through the power of music and dance, Sunadha is empaneled with the group Indian Council for Cultural Relations (ICCR), which is a part of the Ministry of External Affairs (MOMA), Government of India, and has had over 3,000 performances across 3 continents. Our recent endeavour is a dedicated 32,284 square foot state-of-the-art facility known as Samarthanam Art Centre, The Art Center will be a space for accessible performances from actors in wheelchairs to artists with a spectrum of disabilities, where each artist will find a common desire to perform. A home for women in distress and the well-being of their children is Swadhara Graha, the rehabilitation center of Samarthanam, which lends a helping hand to women in distress who along with their children receive protection and vocational training, helping them recuperate and become independent. Samarthanam's Parisara, the environmental initiative, works with an untiring motto of spreading awareness that when we refuse to reuse, it's the earth you abuse. Parisara implements cost-effective solutions for waste collection and reduces the burden on landfills. Parisara reaches out to hundreds of corporates and processes 2.6 lakh tons of dry waste every year. The dry waste collection drive has spread awareness and reached and sensitized 20% of the city's population. 4 disabled-friendly railway stations in Bangalore have been inaugurated to facilitate independent mobility within the station for the visually impaired, speech and hearing impaired and senior citizens. Braille maps, signage, ticket counters, platform indicators, portable ramps, railings, modified toilets and special waiting rooms for the differently abled passengers in over 100 railway stations across 10 states have been completed. The Walkathon is an annual feature organized by Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled since 2005 on specific themes every year to commemorate World Disability Day. Such events create awareness and, more importantly, call for concerted action. Some of the Walkathon themes have been I Support Blind Cricket, Enabling Accessibility, Save Water, Save Life. During the COVID pandemic, Samarthanam was able to reach 10 lakh lives by providing resources to the adversely affected communities and hospitals by providing them with dry ration kits, packed food, health kits, ICU beds, ICU ambulance vehicles, medical supplies, modular ICU unit and RT-PCR kits. Since vaccination is our only way to stay safe, numerous vaccination campaigns were organized to immunize a large group of people.
I owe the success of Samarthanam to my passionate and committed team and the unstinted support from our donors, volunteers, partners and government.
We would like to invite more philanthropists to help us enable persons with disabilities to become taxpayers instead of being treated as passive recipients. Samarthanam has envisioned to touch at least 10 lakh lives by 2030, providing comprehensive solutions to the disabled and underserved communities. Samarthanam believes in working together towards the cause of equality. Equality to all of God's children, immaterial of their physical, economical or geographical situation. We have helped every individual who has sought help.
25 years of uninterrupted, impactful journey, we feel we have accomplished more than what we envisioned. However, there is much more to be done. Samarthanam envisions to touch million lives by 2030.
Come, be a part of the difference. Be the change you want to see. Come, be a part of Samarthanam.
To those of you who are a part of Samarthanam directly or indirectly, know the value of this important day for us. And of course, we would like to thank each one of you. To the ones who will perhaps join hands with us today onwards in whatsoever way, in whatsoever capacity, of course, we would be grateful to you. And today we are here, we have witnessed the inaugural of the Samarthanam Art Center, which will serve the purpose of helping people heal through art and express themselves through art. The auditorium that we are in will also be open for various sectors of society to use for various occasions that would uphold and try to promote these category of people that are perhaps often ignored or not felicitated enough. We would now like to take you through a slideshow that will take us through the journey of how the concept and the idea of the art center was born and how in a short period of time we have managed to make yet another dream come true to reality.
This is the story of a vision made real, the journey of Samarthanam Art Center, a dream crafted brick by brick, heart by heart, now rising as a beacon of inclusive art in the heart of Bengaluru. For over 2 decades, Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled has championed accessibility and empowerment for people with disabilities. But this center is more than just a building. It's a home for creativity, expression, and resilience. Spanning over 32,000 square feet, the Samarthanam Art Center stands fully accessible, designed to embrace artists of all abilities. Its auditorium is equipped with ramps and adaptable seating, ensuring that every artist finds the stage. Beyond performance, dedicated spaces offer therapy and creative development, a nurturing environment for artists to grow, practice, and heal. Here, art knows no barriers, only possibilities. This center will be the new home of the Samarthanam Institute of Music and Performing Arts, a unique institute offering programs in collaboration with Karnataka State Dr. Gangubai Hangal University of Music and Performing Arts. On November 7th, 2024, we open our doors, but more importantly, we open hearts and minds to what is possible when inclusivity meets artistic expression. Together, we celebrate a milestone for the future of accessible art. Samarthanam Art Center, where creativity meets courage and art knows no bounds. Every floor of the center has been thoughtfully crafted to support a seamless, inclusive experience. Starting at the basement floor with over 5,600 square feet dedicated to car parking, providing accessibility from the ground up. On the ground floor, an inviting entrance lobby welcomes visitors with administrative offices, conference rooms, and additional parking designed for easy access. Moving up to the first floor, a grand 337-seat auditorium awaits, complete with green rooms and accessible washrooms ensuring comfort for every artist. The second floor extends the auditorium space with balcony seating, allowing more to experience these powerful performances. The third floor is dedicated to art therapy and activity rooms, a space for healing, self-expression, and creative discovery. Finally, the terrace floor opens to a panoramic activity area and pantry perfect for gatherings, rehearsals, or just taking in a breath of inspiration. Equipped with an acoustically designed 337-seat auditorium, advanced stage lighting, and inclusive features, the Samarthanam Art Center will serve as a vibrant hub where individuals with disabilities can showcase their talent, develop skills, and shine on a national stage. This center is a proud symbol of what happens when access, opportunity, and creativity come together. Welcome to the Samarthanam Art Center.
We've had the symbolic inaugural of the building by the cutting of the ribbon, like it is done across the globe, of course. But we would like to stick to traditions, to our Indian roots, and that is, of course, always done by the lighting of the lamp that is being placed at the center. I would now like to request our guests for the day, accompanied by Dr. Mahantesh G. Kivarasanawar, to please join us on stage for the lighting of the lamp, to symbolically mark the inaugural of the wonderful things that will happen in this building starting today onwards. May I have the pleasure of requesting them to join us on stage, please? the founder managing trustee of the Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled, like you saw him on the big screen, Dr. Mahantesh G. Kivrasanawar, who will join us, accompanied by our guests for the day, our chief guest, Mr. Sanjay Singh, Head of Territory and CEO, BNP Paribas India, Ms. Jayashree Balakrishna, General Manager, General Insurance Corporation of India, Mr. Avik Sinha, CFO, JLL India, Mr. Nagabhushana Reddy, Finance Controller, Thermo Fisher Scientific, as well as Mr. Ravi Kumar, Senior Vice President, Global Leader, NTT Data Information Processing Service Private Limited, and a celebrity guest for the day, a man with a golden heart himself, Mr. Kunal Ganjalwala, please. The guests are here with us on stage. Some of them we as well call our family members, our extended ones of the Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled. And now, if I could please request them to proceed for the lighting of the lamp, please. The darkness that is within, the ignorance that is within, and lies that are within. Let us all let go and move into a world of brightness, of wisdom, and of course of honesty. May the world be a better place to live in. May our futures be positive. May life give us reasons to smile more often. Our guests on stage, patrons rather, who have ensured that this building shapes up to what it is today. BNP Paribas, General Insurance Corporation of India, JLL, Thermo Fisher Scientific, NTT Data Information Processing Services Private Limited mainly, and also Mr. Kunal Ganjawala. Thank you so much for extending your support and encouragement at every step in time that it was sought for from the Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled. Mr. Mahantesh GK in the video told us as to how his guru told him that in spite of your special ability, if somebody is trying to steal something from you, it's all right, they perhaps need it more than you. And that sums up as to what his personality is and what his goal in life is. To the visionary who has been the key to bringing all of us together. Ladies and gentlemen, may I please request Mr. Mahantesh, in fact, Dr. Mahantesh G. Kyodasanwar, the founder of the Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled and also the managing trustee, to kindly address the gathering and let us know as to how happy an occasion this is today. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Madhuji. Madhu Mailankodi is one of our most preferred hosts. So can I request you all to put your hands for her? My distinguished donors, supporters, patrons, Shri Sanjay sir, Jai Shri madam, Avik Sinha sir, Nagbhushan Reddy sir, Ravi Kumar sir ji, and we are missing from Yokogawa, and also our friend Samir Ketarpal. He has also contributed in memory of his parents. And most important, my beloved, my kind of most preferred singer. I love him. I love his. Madhuji mentioned golden heart. I definitely agree with you, Madhuji. Kunalji has a golden voice. After interacting with him, I agree with you. He also has a golden heart, golden man. So Kunal sir, thank you so much for being part of this. All my supporters for supporting this ambitious project of Samarthanam. On behalf of myself, on behalf of my co-trustees, Mr. Busegoda, who himself is an artist, who led this project from the management, my co-trustee, Mr. Uday Kumar, who looks after North Karnataka, and Vasanthi madam. We are missing her today. She's a little not well, but she's watching this entire event from wherever she is. And all my Samarthanam team, Samarthanam children, would like to thank all the supporters. On my behalf, can I request you all to put your big hands to all our supporters. 6 companies and an individual made this beautiful endeavor happen. I'm extremely delighted and feels very fulfilled, Madhuji, as you asked. Perhaps I am the happiest man. I can't take the entire happiness to myself. Entire Samarthanam family feels very proud for having created this historical art center, which is going to be, which would enable people with different challenges, people without challenges. Everyone can come here and unleash their talent. This art center has Soumya, when we showed the video, mentioned accessible art center. So this would break the barriers. This would help everyone to come and learn and also perform. Beautiful stage, beautiful sound system. I was asking Kunal sir, because before he came onto the stage, first thing in the morning, he went around and saw the art center. So he gave his remarks, so probably I'll leave it to him to share when he speaks. So I felt very happy. I would like to thank all my vendors, starting from the architecture, ProSpace, Santosh and Srinivas, and the contractor, Ramesh, and all the vendors, all the contractors who joined hands with ProSpace and Ramesh in making this beautiful art center. So Samarthanam always believes in capabilities, always believes in creating accessible infrastructure. This is one such effort, but a very ambitious effort, because from childhood, I always loved music. I was telling Kunal sir before we came here, I grew up with listening to music, listening to songs and hearing dances. When we were studying, myself and Nagesh and Buse, Uday, we all come from same school. There were basic amenities. My teacher is also here, Rajendra sir is there. So he used to teach us dance, he used to teach us songs. But facilities were bare minimum. But we always dreamt, me and Nagesh, when we started Samarthanam, we always wanted to create best of the facilities, so that whatever opportunities we got, our youngsters should get more than that. That was our belief, that was our focus. So I think perhaps when you all my friends who are here, many corporates have come, many invitees have come from different walks of life, all those who have supported, been part of our journey, you all are here. You have seen the growth of Samarthanam in general, and particularly in this space at HSRA, the way we have progressed. I also would like to give big credit to my building committee. We have a building committee led by Datta sir. Datta sir, unfortunately, we are missing him. He is in Calcutta. He had from family commitment. But Anand Reddy, my friend, is here. He is a native of HSR. And Mallikarjun sir, who used to be my reader. Anand is my classmate. So they all have very dedicatedly worked exclusively for this project. So I would like to, can I request you all to put your hands to my building committee and all those who have worked in making this happen. So this unique art center will enable many people with different needs, with different challenges. It is not only going to be a performing stage, it's also going to be a learning stage. It's going to be, the top floor is also going to be a therapeutic center for children with special needs. So definitely I'm very, very happy the way we could finish this so quickly. Somebody asked, I think I was talking to Niranjan yesterday, so when he went to invite Honorable MLA sir for evening concert, so he asked, where are you celebrating this day, Rajotsava Day? So he said, sir, in our own art center. Oh, did you finish this quickly? So yes, we could have finished a little early, but it was a time-bound project, so everybody worked very hard. So we have ensured best of the facilities, best of the equipments, could be lighting, could be sound, and all the required infrastructure, interiors, everything is very well thought of. Series of meetings, series of discussions, debates, arguments, it all was there. So I was waiting for this day. I was looking forward for this wonderful day. And also it marks the celebration of Rajotsava. I'm sure you all know, Karnataka became Mysore state in 1956 on 1st November, and it became Karnataka. You all to come the evening also, attend the live-in concert. I'm sure this auditorium art center is not enough for a person like him. But we are also making it available on live YouTube. You all can watch it and also spread the message. And this art center is open for everybody. So please make use of this. And one, to perform and to spread the message. We also would like to hold many international conferences because we go to 5-star hotels and different venues to hire different time. So now we have our own facility. It's your own facility. And all the sponsors, supporters, on behalf of Samarthanam, I would like to offer and propose, use this because this is your facility. You have contributed it. You have made this possible. So I can talk on and on, but I'm sure you all are waiting to hear from our distinguished guests. And also are waiting for a beautiful lunch. Very sumptuous lunch is organized. I request you all not to go without having lunch. Once again, on behalf of myself and the entire Samarthanam family, would like to congratulate the entire team who worked tirelessly for this and all the distinguished guests who came all the way, because people have come from different parts of India. Not only distinguished guests on the dais, I have guests who have come from different parts of India, like Mr. Sharath, Dr. Sharath, an advocate, Supreme Court lawyer, has come from all the way from Vizag, driving whole night. And my friend, Senior Professor Shivappa sir, has come from Mysore, taking off. So like that, people have a lot of love, a lot of affection on Samarthanam. That only has kept our motivation level constantly high. Thank you so much. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Like he said, we have patrons who have joined hand with us, corporates who have not considered just this as a normal CSR activity, but yes, have involved themselves with us throughout at various stages and phases of the construction of this wonderful facility here in Bengaluru. And we're very, very pleased to have them here with us. The most important ones, of course, present on stage with us, representing their corporates and their individual interests in this project too. We would now like to request Mr. Sanjay Singh, Head of Territory and CEO of BNP Paribas India, to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. First of all, my apology for my voice. I'm still a little under weather. I was just checking yesterday with Manisa, what are the possibility? Can we postpone? She said impossible. So I had antibiotic. I mean it. I had an antibiotic, and yesterday I took a day off to recover myself for today. So yes, but I'm really happy and glad to be here. I could not have been more delighted than to be here, and I think with the blessing of all of you, I'm going to get recovered by the end of the day fully, for sure. Second, sorry for being late. Unfortunately, we directly came from Mumbai today morning. Flight was 10 minutes late, and then traffic was another 10 minutes, so we're just late. But thank you very much for having patience and waiting for us here. To start with, yes, good afternoon, Dr. Mahantis, and ladies, gentlemen, children, and dignitaries here. Thank you for inviting me on this very special occasion of the inauguration of Samarthanam Art Center. I'd like to call out the presence of my three senior colleagues are here rather. Manisa Khosla Sinha, who heads CSR and Brand and Communication, she is here. Sri Ram Seturaman, he also traveled with me from Mumbai, who heads one of the key businesses at BNP Paribas and Senior Managing Director. And my colleague Ritika Vermani, she's a South Head and she based out of Bangalore office. She's also here with us. I must say this is my first visit to this incredible facility, and I must admit I'm at a loss of words, and for good reasons. I had been getting updates and pictures on the progress. I saw even in the video, Manisa was regular visiting here on a very regular basis during the progress of the construction. But I being here today, seeing it completed and ready to welcome individuals who are differently abled, both adults and children, I'm truly overwhelmed. This place is so much more than what we had imagined. This fully accessible and inclusive facility designed to nurture and showcase the artistic talents of individuals and disabilities is truly world-class. I vividly recall when a little over 2 years ago, we discussed the funding of this project at our office at BNP Paribas. At that time, we had just started partnering with Samarthanam and supporting them through our volunteering actions and a small grant for operational expenses towards their educational and skilling initiatives. And then suddenly one day, Manisa said, Sanjay, I wanted to present something to your manco, and who is of course here, suggested the possibility of BNP Paribas supporting the construction of an art center. Frankly, this proposal where we would made a multi-year grant of around $1 million in INRs of around 8.5 CR, was rather stunning for not just me, by my entire leadership team. We had not undertaken such a capital incentive project with any NGO before, and we were not sure if the outcome would happen. But the feedback on Samarthanam from the ground was very, very good, and we decided to move ahead. I'm glad to say that we started as a suggestion how has now shaped into the unique and vibrant reality. Thank you everyone who played a part in making this vision come true. A huge congratulations again to the Samarthanam team and delivering the landmark project. At BNP Paribas, we are deeply committed to making a positive contribution to society. For us, this means going beyond business goals to embrace projects that will bring real, lasting change and make a difference in people's life. We have embedded inclusion not only in financial solutions, but across multiple fronts, such as financing for social economy or promoting of equal opportunities, diversity, and human rights. Our partnership with Samarthanam is an enabler for art inclusion and dedicated spaces like these foster holistic development of marginalized group. Last but not the least, I am personally very delighted to see dedicated space for training, therapy, and creative development, which will provide a supportive environment for artists to hone their skills. I am confident that Samarthanam Art Center will become a hub for artistic expression and performance by individuals with disabilities from across India. To conclude, we are proud to be standing here today with Samarthanam and foresee a continued close partnership for many years to come. Wishing Dr. Mahantes and their entire team all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. May I also on this occasion request Dr. Mahantesh to present a memento as a token of our heartfelt appreciation and gratitude to Mr. Sanjay Singh. Like Mr. Sanjay Singh pointed out, a few of his colleagues and teammates are also here with us. And we would like to now request Ms. Manisha Khosla Sinha, Head Corporate Social Responsibility, Brand and Communication, BNP Paribas India, to kindly join us on stage. Please, ma'am, welcome you. Can I request Dr. Mahantesh to present her with a memento as well? Thank you, ma'am. We would now like to request Mr. Sanjay Singh to kindly come forward and present mementos to a few of our building committee members. Mr. Anilendu Datta isn't here with us, but we would like to, however, acknowledge his contribution in ensuring that everything was smoothly coordinated. Can we please request Mr. Anand Reddy and Mr. Mallikarjun to kindly join us on stage, gentlemen? Mr. Anand Reddy joining us on stage. Also Mr. Mallikarjun. Thank you, gentlemen. May I please request Mr. Sanjay Singh to occupy his seat on the dais. The Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled is also very pleased to be associated with the General Insurance Corporation of India, and they are patrons to this very project in itself, and we are very pleased to have the General Manager for the same, Ms. Jayashree Balkrishna, here with us. Ma'am, if I could please request you to address the gathering on the occasion.
Thank you. So, respected dignitaries on the stage, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jayashree Balakrishna from General Insurance Corporation of India. So, it is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today to celebrate this milestone that not only represents our company's commitments towards social responsibility, but also a deep respect that we have for empowerment and transformation. Today marks the significant step towards breaking down barriers and creating spaces where everyone, regardless of ability, has the opportunity to engage with the art and culture in a way that is meaningful, enriching, and empowering. So I still remember the day Mr. Kumar and Mr. Mohantaj had come to our office, and they said that they are falling short by a certain amount of money for the building. We had immediately informed them that we would take up this project and told them to send us the proposal. So GIC has contributed nearly 4.5 crores towards the project, and are very happy to be associated with this. Many of you are not aware of what GIC is. General Insurance Corporation is a reinsurance company. It insures insurance company. That is, we do not deal directly with the public, but we deal with insurance companies, both private as well as public, like the New India, Oriental, Bajaj Alliance, all these companies. And we not only write business from domestic markets, we also write from the international markets. We are the only listed reinsurance company in India and 52-year-old company as on date. So we are very happy to be associated with this project, and are very happy to see that it will be enriching the lives of so many people here. Through the CSR initiative, GIC has contributed towards the state-of-the-art cultural center and auditorium. This center will not just be a building, I believe it will be a living, breathing space for creativity and self-expression. A place where individuals can discover their talents, explore their passions, share their stories with the world. Art and culture are for everyone regardless of age, gender, race or ability, and it is an opportunity to create, to express oneself and to connect with others. As we look forward, we are excited that this positive change this cultural arts center will bring. It is our hope that it will inspire others to take similar steps. Finally, like the documentary said, it is not just the site, but the vision that has, with tenacious implementation that this building has come up. I thank the Samarthanam Trust for giving us this opportunity to come here. Thank you for your attention and thanks for this ceremony. Thank you all once again.
In fact, ma'am was very energetic when I met her this noon as she was entering the venue. And when I asked her if she had had a breakfast, she said, yes, all done, just came directly from Bombay because we didn't want to miss this no matter what. Thank you so much, ma'am. May I please request Dr. Mahantesh to hand over a memento as a token of our heartfelt appreciation to Ms. Jayashree Balakrishna, General Manager, General Insurance Corporation of India. Thank you so much, ma'am. She's also accompanied by Ms. Neha Nair, Assistant General Manager, CSR General Insurance Corporation of India. Ma'am, if I could request you to join us on stage as well for a minute, please. Thank you, ma'am. May I now please request Ms. Jayashree Balakrishna to do the honors and present mementos to few of our vendors who have ensured that this building looks like what it is today. Mr. Ramesh Babu, Civil Contractor, SSVC, if we can request you to join us on stage, please, sir. Can we also request Mr. Santosh and Mr. Srinivas, Chief Architects, Pro Space, to be with us on stage? They bring life to buildings and structures. That's what they do. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, ma'am. The Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled is very glad to have received support and encouragement from JLL India too. And we have the CFO for the same representing us and joining us on stage, Mr. Avik Sinha. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And thank you, Dr. Mahantesh, all dignitaries on stage. It's a very emotional moment in many ways. I know I'm an out-and-out corporate guy. Sometime in 2012, 2013, the government, in all its senses, brought in the CSR as a provision in the Companies Act, where it said 2% of the profit of the company has to be given to causes that help society. And I still remember when it first came, it was something of a, okay, we have to start sharing 2% of our profits now, right? So we are a global firm, we are a US-based firm, we had to go back to our US managers and explained to them, look, there's no escaping this. I mean, you will get a little bit lesser than what you would have otherwise got. But they understood. And what started as a very small journey, I mean, and interestingly, Samarthanam started in 1997. I wanted to tell you, JLL in India started in 1997 as well. So a very nice coincidence. But what started, as a small journey, baby steps, learning the art of being able to make a difference to society, really understanding what truly diversity means, inclusion means. These were all words before that, you keep saying in the corporate jargon. But then you truly start, as you start interacting with NGOs, you start seeing the sacrifice that they kind of make people day and night. And then you realize that many of the things that we as normal people, take for granted, be it vision, be it mobility, be it hearing, and you see people with challenges who, in spite of everything that, as, in a way, I can call it adversity, but they don't look at it as adversity. I mean, they look at it as something that they have overcome and they have fought through in their lives. And then when, as a corporate, you are being able to be a part of that, I think that's, end of the day, we all survive on growth, but at the end of the day, when you report a number, you realize a part of it goes in growing the country, and that's when you feel that little bit of fulfillment deep inside that we are also contributing to nation building in our own way. I'll go back to a very small personal story, interestingly, Dr. Mahantesh, there's a Durga Puja that happens on the top of your other building. The trust actually gives it out to one association. Every year Durga Puja happens, and I'm a Bengali, and so I always come here because I knew Samarthanam, and I used to go and sit there for a while. It's with my family, with my wife, and the building this side was getting built at the time, last 2-3 years. And I never had the full plan, but I used to keep telling my wife, JLL is contributing a bit to this construction. It's going to come up. It's going to be beautiful. I used to feel that sense of pride. But stepping in here today, Dr. Mahantesh, what you have built, in many corporate meetings, we sit and say, "What's your global vision? What's your vision for the company? What's your goal?" But truly, if I have to say what vision is, it's what you are building, Dr. Mahantesh. I mean, I think. And I think what you are building here, your ambition of touching 1 million lives, this will outlast probably everybody in this room, and I hope it does. It will be there for generations and generations to come. JLL started this association in 2020, and I would like to request Ava to stand up for a minute. Ava, please. Ava is a career CSR professional, and Ava brought Samarthanam to us in JLL. She convinced us that this was a project worth investing in, worth partnering. It takes its own time to learn and to partner. We started with sponsoring the school, and then this project came up, I think sometime in 2021 around, and that's when we started to play a small part, like many of you. And to see it today successful, it's truly fulfilling. I'll finish off with a small personal story. My mother, she's no more, but she used to be a school teacher for almost 35 years before her health didn't allow her to. I used to come from my school to the school where she used to teach. It was in Calcutta in those days. The school bus would drop me. I would wait. My mother would finish her teaching and then take me back home. And my playing hours were between 5 to 6. Growing up. And so I'll be dropped around 4:30, sometimes 4:15. And I'll come rushing to her school, just waiting outside her class, that let her class quickly get over. She needs to take me back home. My play hours are only 5 to 6. And in her class, there were a couple of students who had some difficulty. I was very young then, I don't remember, but probably walking difficulty or some difficulty. And once the school bell went, all the children would rush, and she would wait for those two kids, 2 boys. It was a government school, and she'll wait to just, take them till the main gate and then leave them with their parents and then come. And I would be like, what is this? She knows my time is only 5 to 6. Now it will become 4:45. We'll reach at 5:15, 15 minutes gone. And I used to complain to her, why do you need to be so slow? Everybody's gone. Please come quickly. And she told me something that day, which, just stayed with me, that if you can find time to help your fellow citizens, your people around you, God will always find time to give you what you truly need in life, and you don't need more than that. And, and that's a lesson that always stayed. Probably, that's probably also the route why I became a part of the CSR committee in jail. Life has its own coincidences, and why Abha came to us and helped us do this beautiful connection with you. Thank you, doctor, and wish you do a lot more. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing that personal story as well, which in fact makes this afternoon even more special for us. May I please request Dr. Mahantesh to hand over and present Mr. Avik Sinha, CFO JLL India, with the memento. She's been introduced to us, but she's the one who introduced Samarthanam to JLL India. Can we please request Ms. Abha Goyal as well to be present on stage with us, please? CSR lead JLL India. Thank you so much, Abha. May I please request Mr. Avik Sinha to stay back, because we have a memento that will be presented to the interior contractor of the building, that is the Samarthanam Arts Center. May I please have the pleasure of introducing to you and welcoming on stage Mr. Jayant for Elite Residency, who are the interior contractors. Mr. Jaswant. Thank you so much, Jaswant ji. Thank you. Mr. Nagbhushna Reddy is also here with us on the dais, the finance controller for Thermo Fisher Scientific, who have also joined hands with us. Sir, if I can request you to speak a few words on the occasion too.
Good afternoon, all the dignitaries, Dr. Mahantesh and team, and the talented, young, energetic children sitting over there. It's I'm from Thermo Fisher. What is Thermo Fisher? We are a science company, and we help you build the labs if you want, and all the COVID kits, etc. What was distributed in India, 30% of the COVID kits were manufactured or distributed by us. That's Thermo Fisher. Just for an introduction. Again, as my colleague from JLL said, we also started with a small, our association started about 7-8 years back, a small event. I asked some of my team members to come, about 30-40 of them, and spend some time with the team in Samarthanam. They were quite impressed. We just, I think, sponsored some lunch, whatever. Then we saw the good work, and we were quite impressed. That's when we thought, okay, we should really help them to grow bigger. So hopefully from then on, I think we have been, whatever we could do, we were just contributed. How important Samarthanam is, right? It's easy for corporates like us to just donate, check, right? But we need someone to implement. Maybe if I have to relate, someone can write a song, but you want to make it, you need a singer like Kunal, right? To reach everyone's home. That is what Samarthanam is doing, right? Corporates can spend, I mean, they are ready to spend the money, but we need someone to be there, execute. And fortunately, I live next door here, just 5 minutes away. I do drop in a couple of times without giving any notice. I just call them, guys. Very recently, I mean, the last time I came, I think it was, I just dropped in at 8 p.m. I'm telling you, I'm not joking. Right? So I didn't even tell anyone, I just walked in. Right? I like the one vegetarian restaurant behind this. I came here for a coffee, and then I said, okay, let me see. So Mahantesh, they're sitting there. They're discussing about they were planning to send their cricket team to the US. That's when I'd just come before that. So I could see the dedication at 8 p.m., about 10 of them sitting in his office, discussing about the plan, etc. So, I mean, I was very impressed with the energy of the whole team, right? Sitting so late, implementing it, right? So what I would request is all of you, of course, all of you, whatever you can, donate to trust like this, a team like this, who are doing a good work. Second, if possible, come and spend some time with the children once in a while. you will see the benefit, tangible benefit. So I am from finance person. Whenever I pay income tax, I feel guilty. I feel very sad because I don't see any tangible benefit. But to issue a check to Samarthanam, I'm very happy always. Because I see a tangible benefit to the young children, distressed people. They are doing a lot of activities. It's just not one. They're taking care of food, shelter, training, various activities. It's not easy. Dr. Mahantesh and team, thanks for the invite. Very happy to be here, and good luck.
As straightforward as he can get. Thank you so much, sir. May I have the pleasure of now requesting Dr. Mahantesh to kindly present him with the memento too on behalf of the Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled. Thank you, sir. An art center, of course, cannot do without good acoustics, and we are very, very pleased to have with us the acoustic consultant for the art center, Mr. Sankarshan here. If I could please request him to join us on stage, and for Mr. Reddy to kindly present him with the memento. Thank you, gentlemen. Another guest for the day here with us on the dais, Mr. Ravi Kumar, Senior Vice President and Global Leader, NTT Data Information Processing Service Private Limited. Sir, it's over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Our association with Samarthanam is probably about 17, 18 years. Okay, so I remember meeting Mahantesh sir first time, I think it was in 2008 or 2007. Yeah, 7, 8 years, right? 2007 or 8 in Chayanagar, our office, right? We were called Keynote at the time. And since then, we've been engaged with Samarthanam one way or the other. And, starting from 2015, our engagement level kind of went up significantly high. And if you look at it, we have kind of helped with development of education infrastructure during COVID. We helped with medical kits and stuff like that. And of course, this facility, then cricket. Cricket is one of the biggest thing that we are very proud of. We are very happy that Sir Mahantesh sir team really won the World Cup at that time. Congratulations, sir! Great job. And see, every year we get a lot of proposals, right? But there will be at least 1 or 2 proposals from Samarthanam always. And that is the easiest thing for us to approve. Okay, everything else, we have to do a lot of scrutiny, is there a fraud going on? A lot of these things, as you can imagine, all the corporates, right? But Samarthanam is something, that's very meticulous. And we are very happy to be associated with that, especially with, the fact that differently enabled people are the focus for this group. We are very happy. And I've got 2 of my colleagues here. Thank you guys. They're here. They're in almost all the projects whenever I go. But with that, I don't want to take too much of your time. Thank you so much again, sir. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And continue with the tradition, may I request Dr. Mahantesh to present him with the memento. Now requesting Mr. Ravi Kumar to present a memento as a token of our heartfelt appreciation to the structural consultant of the building, Mr. Sudarshan. Welcome you, sir. Thank you, gentlemen. Our celebrity guests for the afternoon, Mr. Kunal Ganjawala, of course, no music lover in the country needs an introduction to who he is, of course. So very, very pleased to have you here with us. And if I can please request you to speak to the gathering today and let us know as to how your association with Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled is and what we can look forward to.
Good afternoon to all present, dignitaries on stage and off stage, wonderful students in the balcony. You deserve to be there, up in the clouds. I absolutely identify with everything that's happening. Being a patron with an NGO for many, many years now, 30 years with the Sri Sathya Sai organization. So I completely get it, and everybody on stage spoke very heartfelt and very honest. It's, been to many corporate events, but this one definitely feels different, and all the ones that happen at our head office, which is again right here in Bangalore, is beautiful. And, you see the other side of people who are always suited, booted from one meeting to another, but it's beautiful. That's what I realized working at ground zero with our NGO and beautiful NGOs like Samarthanam. Dr. Mahantesh, thank you for having me here for the inauguration. It feels really, it's a privilege because this is a huge part of my life. Music happens to be something that I do, but this side of social service and this idea of being available and giving more of yourself to that part of society, I don't like the word underprivileged. I feel the ones that need the TLC, tender loving care, and the resources. So a couple of important things that I heard and resonated with were saying, like Mr. Reddy said, that for many other NGOs or other people, you have to be very careful and scrutinize to find out whether, if this is a fraud. Luckily, the government, from 2014 made sure that there was a second tier of checks that came, so that, what happened for the first couple of years where bogus companies came, took and gave back, stopped happening by the time it was 2018. And sustenance is a very important thing. Like Samarthanam understands that once you have a partner, the idea that they will contribute then onwards, because it's a huge task for NGOs to keep digging a new well every year. And I understand that, and I congratulate every corporate that is supporting Samarthanam. Heartfelt congratulations, and please keep supporting Samarthanam, because they need to know that you will be there so that they can spread their wings. And out of all of this, the lovely story about the Durga Puja and his personal story, this, as it has been spoken in every religion and in every community that belongs to this country and the world, when you give sans the ego, it's actually, you're not giving, but you're transforming yourself. And that is what you realize when you work with the needy, the ones who need the love, the ones who need the infrastructure, the ones who need support. You realize that you're giving yourself. And the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam idea sinks in slowly and surely. So when we give not to another, but we give to ourselves. And that dawning is what the change within is about. And I congratulate all of you one more time, and thank you for having me here. It's a privilege. Thank you.
So there is a request if you could sing a line or two. A smart singer that he is, a smart musician that he is. He says, see you all in the evening. I do not know if there's going to be space for everybody to fit in. Yes. But
I could do Telugu for Mr. Reddy. Hello, little more level, please. This is good, actually. This is better. What do I sing? Oh, Hamdam Suniore. Oh, Jania Suniore. Oh, Jania Sham ko khidki se chori chori nange pav chan aayega. Nine nanagella nine matu nine manasella nine. Hey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Like I said, ask him any language and he can sing. Language is not a barrier for Mr. Kunal Gajrawala. Thank you so much, sir. We look forward to the concert later in the evening. I'm sure none of you are going to miss this. And as we do it as well, Dr. Mahantesh, sir, if I can request you to present a memento to Mr. Kunal Gajrawala, please.
Since we have a patron who's Bengali also, I'll do a line of Bengali. সেদিন দেখা হয়েছিল আজও পারিনি কিছুই বলতে যে তোমায় অচেনা শহর অচেনা সে পথ চেনা তোমায় খুঁজে আজও পারিনি কিছুই বলতে যে তোমায়. This is relevant because it talks about someone coming into a new city, a new surrounding. All the streets are not known to me, but I think I have seen you somewhere. I've seen you that day. So that goes out to all you wonderful corporates who are helping, because they do look out for all of you and they hope that you would always be there.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and to all the gentlemen for gracing the dais with your presence and for every word that you've spoken to us. It's a new beginning, of course, and in the years to come, may every artist flourish. May the very cause of this building flourish, which is, of course, trying to empower many more into the world of art and also help them heal and get better through art. Thank you, each one, on behalf of the Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled, for making it today for the inaugural of this wonderful building. We hope to keep seeing you often, bumping into each other often, and spreading laughter and smiles as much as we can. A special applause to the interpreter who has been doing a fabulous job this wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much, lady. We would now like to request all of you to join us for lunch, which has been arranged at the other building. I'm sure all of you know where the main building of the Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled is, right next door. So please do join us for lunch. Hope all of you had a good day. We promise an even better evening because we have the culturals that await you. Mr. Kunal Gajrawala will perform as well. So please feel free to spend the rest of the day with us. Have a word with our children, have a look around our center, and we hope that in the years to come we become a stronger, bigger unit, one united family that stands by the Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled. Have a great day. God bless.